guys see those scratches? What's up, guys? Ran with Glass of Detail here. Hey, before we get into this video with Fab Rats, I want to introduce you to something. This is the Glass of Detail product line, designed by me, 25 years of experience, and I've perfected it for your garage. Let me tell you about it. Suds-O-Matic, foam cannon, soap in a bucket, whatever you want to do, super sudsy, works amazing. Streaker's glass cleaner. It is the best glass cleaner I have ever used. This is a streak-free, window tint safe, alcohol-based glass cleaner. Protectia ceramic spray. This is a 6-month protectant that's super slick. This stuff is awesome. Throw that wax away. Get yourself some Protectia. Does good tire shine. The least ordinary, but the most original tire shine on the planet. And it's also safe for plastics. If you want to dress up that interior or shine your tires, get yourself some Does Good. Remember when your mom used to lick her fingers and clean your face? Well, I bottled it. I've got Mom Spit. This is our general purpose cleaner / interior cleaner. It works amazing. Dad Spit. Why? Because it's stronger than Mom Spit. This is our degreaser / wheel cleaner. They all work great. You get professional products perfected for your garage. Get yourself some at glassofdetail.com. Now on to the Fab Rats video. So they just got a Corvette. You need to go watch their channel. They pulled this Corvette out of a barn. This was one of those videos that I could actually smell from my TV. It was that bad. It had a pack rat in it, or multiple for all we know. They've got it where it's running. They got a few quirks they need to work out, and I'm gonna be the one that's gonna shine this thing. Now this is a Corvette that was involved in a high-speed chase. It's got some cool patina. The original tires that were spiked from the high-speed chase were left on this. This is a car that is a very cool collector car with only 30,000 miles. Check this thing out. It is hammered, and it's our job to make it look as shiny as possible. Check out those scratches. A lot of that is rat marks. We've got some discoloration right here. Not much I'm going to be able to do with this. All right, we got our work cut out for us. Let's get started, because it's gonna be fun. We'll bring you along with us. I'll show you the steps. Hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get going. All right, some of you guys have seen my videos before. We are gonna start with our wash. Rinseless wash. Absolute Rinseless wash from the Rad Company. Not sponsored. Great product. I put it in a bucket. 1 cap, 1 gallon. You guys have to forgive all the noises. There's a lot of things going on in the shop here. Got about 3 gallons. So I used 4 caps. Do the math. So I put it in there in my bucket, and then I'm just gonna stir it around. Let me show you some of my setup here. All right, here we go. Remember, always glove up. If you guys ever want to play a joke on your doctor, put on a rubber glove same time he does. Don't tell him I told you that. All right, we're just gonna take our rinseless wash. We're just gonna scrub this whole thing. They've already washed it pretty good, so it's just got some dust on it. This rinseless wash is awesome. It works just like a normal car wash, except better. And all I gotta do is just wash it normally and then take and dry it off. It looks like it's just water. The reality of it is it eats proteins, very slick so it doesn't scratch the car. Not that it matters on this one. Let's dry it off. If you see me breathing hard, it's because I'm fat and out of shape. Nice thing, this is half a car. Bad thing, it's about this tall. Yeah, give or take, a little bit. The height of the car is great if you're not 6'2". Those of you who don't know me, I grew up with Corvettes, and yellow Corvettes are faster than reds. We had yellow Corvettes. They were always faster than reds. I don't make this stuff up. It's just the way it is. Just like that, we're washed. Well, ish. As I've said before, you always say ish because it leaves room for air when you suck. So the goal on this car is not to get it perfect, but to make it really good. We've got it washed. Now we need to clay it. It is so scratched, I don't know if we can get all of it out, but we can always make things look better. You're doing this stuff, especially in somebody else's house / garage. Make sure you guys stay clean. Make a little bit of a mess, but I'm gonna put my used rags, I'm gonna put them in this bag, I'm gonna put my garbage away. Stay clean, be respectful of their space, and they'll probably invite you back to do their next car. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of crap for saying this. There's a few things at Chemical Guys that I will use. One being their OG clay. I like it. There's a lot of different clays out there. This is one I tend to gravitate to. I like what it does. I like how it works. There's a few things, emphasis on few, that I like at Chemical Guy. Most of the other stuff, I'm going commercial all the way. So when you're claying, all you're gonna do is get your sprayer to work first, taking that sound off. So I'm just gonna spray it, spray my hand a little bit, soak this, and then I'm just gonna go in straight lines back and forth and kind of do a crisscross pattern. This car has a lot of overspray. And the reason you do this is so that you can get down to just the paint, and that way it makes it a lot easier to cut and buff. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's how dirty this car is just after a few passes. So when it gets dirty like that, take your clay and fold it over. And so when I'm done with this clay, I'm not gonna reuse it because this car is so bad. I will use it on this car and then it'll be done and I'll get new clay for the next ones. Most of the time you can get a lot of cars out of clay, but one that's like this, we gotta go with something else. Okay, so I'm gonna check it. So it's quick detailer or body shine. That's all I'm using, and then claying it. A lot of people say, oh, you should clay it every time you wax it. I wouldn't recommend that because clay is abrasive. It's very minor, but it will scratch it. So, and honestly, I would just recommend getting a ceramic coat. You never have to wax it again. And if you're interested in having me do that, we'll leave a link down in the description on how to get a hold of me. I've had people drive to me from all over the United States. Okay, so there is still a lot of overspray. Normally, this is about a 10 to 20 minute process. This might be an hour. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse. I'm just gonna get this done. Holy cow. So remember that sound you had before? It's gone. And that's what you want it to feel like before you buff it. So the idea is to remove any contaminants. So when you buff it, it's just direct paint. You also get really bored and start talking to yourself sometimes. And if you don't, you should. It's pretty fun. If you guys haven't already, go back and watch Paul's video when they picked this up and the story that comes with it. It's pretty freaking cool. All right, remember I was talking about patina? Stream closer. Whoa! Let me know if you know what movie that is. All right, we've got this all clayed. Can you guys see those scratches? That's what we're up against. We're gonna try to get it out. Who knows? Let's get going. All right, we're at the stage where we're gonna start polishing this. I've got a wool pad. You can pick these up on Amazon, not sponsored. The Last Cut, again, not sponsored. Really good product, doesn't turn the plastics black. Okay, put a few drops on. This is gonna look sweet. Let me show you. All right, check this out. There's still some scratches, but we brought a lot of color back. And that's just one step. We are going to make this thing pop. So stay tuned, stick with me till the end. All right, so when you buff a car, the steps are simple. You cut the scratches. In the process, it swirls it. And then you remove the swirls. And you get finer and finer pad. It used to be you'd have to have a different polish for each step. So you'd have a heavy compound, medium compound, light compound, and then you'd have a light swirl remover, etc. Now it's all built into one. My compound is heavy pad, heavy cut, light pad, light cut. Same thing with my swirl remover. So technology on this stuff has come a long way. Okay, so you guys get the point. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse and we're just gonna chug along. The depth is coming out like crazy.
Yep.
So some of the stuff that I didn't think would come out, see that like smudge above the light?
Yeah.
That stuff's coming out over here. It's blending pretty well.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's gonna be shiny again.
Yes, it will.
I love it.
All right, as you can see, I'm making some progress. Not as much as I'd like to. It's about 6:15, so I've been here since 1 and haven't really stopped. I think I'm gonna call it today. It's kicking my butt a little bit. Morning, it's a new day in the shop. Still here. We've got a lot to do. Yesterday, had about 5 hours into it. I got half the hood done. That wasn't all the 5 hours, that was about 3. Fingers crossed, it'll go smooth, but this has been a pretty tough polish. So let's get started. I taped this line right here. And the reason for that is this piece is higher than this piece. So when I'm buffing up against it, I would inevitably wear off the paint on this edge. We don't want to screw this up more than it already is.
That is like, camera, that's a giant contrast. Like it's crazy.
All right, good morning. New day, day 3. We are working on the driver's side. That's all we have left for the first step. Hopefully we can get done today. Stay tuned. This thing's looking awesome. So right as I'm finishing up, this is what happened to the pad. Normally these last 2 or 3 cars, that just tells you how bad it is. And this is just the first step. All right, before I do the second steps, I wipe it down, get all the residue off so that I only have to wipe 1 layer instead of 2 layers. Some people don't do that, they just keep polishing. This is how I do it. What I use is 99% isopropylene rubbing alcohol, but not the 70% you get in the store. I get this off Amazon. Again, not sponsored. When it's 99% more alcohol, it's a lot more slick than the other stuff. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna wipe everything. The top, the windows, you name it. I'm gonna get all the dust off it so I can start fresh with a new layer. I'm gonna be pretty liberal with this. It's just rubbing alcohol. It's not gonna hurt anything. So there's 2 ways to wipe it down. One is spray it like I'm doing. The other is put it on a rag and wipe it down that way, which I will do after the next step. This should only take maybe 5 minutes, especially on a car this size. I'm at the point now where the process will start speeding up. I've got the hard part done. So what this does is it prevents buildup from the multiple steps. So it's less you have to do at the end when you go to wipe it all down to put your ceramic coat on. All right, you guys get the idea. I'm gonna finish this part up and I'll show you the next step. Second step is this Optimum Hyper Polish. Now, none of my products I use turn plastics white like some of the other stuff. These are all from the Rag Company, not sponsored, but this product is amazing. This is my swirl remove. Pad, light polish, heavy pad, heavy polish. So there's 2 aspects to polishing a car. There's your cut with your compound, which is removing your scratches but swirling it in the process. And then there's removing the swirl. Removing the swirls is also the polish. So cut and polish. This is the polish set. I like this polish because it comes in a spray bottle. Real easy to use. Just take it, brand new bottle, so I gotta make sure it, goes in the fill tube. Still going. Yep, still going. It's supposed to work good. Okay, there it is. So I'm just gonna take it, just like that. I'm gonna put a little swirl around it. And then we're gonna start polishing the vet. All right, when you are removing swirls, you basically wanna just work it into the paint. That's it, and wipe it off. Now, all you eagle eyes out there see this. Paul is fixing that. The motors, I guess, on these lights are no good. So that's one thing he's got on his list. So don't worry about it. I know you caught it, but it's gonna get fixed. Got half the hood polished, and we're just gonna wipe it down. If you notice, I have 2 rags. I keep one in my right pocket, that's my main rag, and then my left pocket is the one that goes back and removes all the streaks. Oh man. A lot of work to get here, but this is where you get to see the results. Oh my gosh. So what separates the men from the boys in the detail world is black colors. If you can polish a black car with no swirls or scratches, now you know you've made it. I'll put a little clip right here and show you a black car that I polished. Ding. All right, just that, it's done. 2 more steps. I showed you the second step, but the third step was the same. Basically, you just repeat the process. Take a look at that. Holy cow, it's not even ceramic coated yet. Bear with me, we're gonna wipe this down with rubbing alcohol, and then we're gonna get this thing coated, pull it out in the sun, and show you guys the best Corvette on the planet, at least here at Fab Rats, or the only Corvette here. All right, stay tuned. From barnyard to wall. Before we ceramic coat this, we gotta wipe it down with alcohol. So I'm gonna do it a little different this time compared to the last time. I'm going to soak my rag, wipe it on, wipe it off. That way, I don't get alcohol overspray on anything and doesn't leave spots that would be sealed in by the ceramic coat. I always turn my back to the car when I'm doing this so that, again, I'm not spraying towards the car. When you do this, you wanna saturate this really good. Like where it's almost dripping. Use it for a minute or 2, and then saturate it again. Still going. All right. that's pretty saturated. And I'm not putting any pressure on the car when I'm doing this. I'm just letting the rag do the work. Put you on a time lapse again, because honestly, you guys don't want to watch me do this for a long time. I don't want to watch me do this for a long time. So far, I've got about almost 20 hours into this thing. It'll probably be 21, 22 hours by the time I'm done. Time lapse. I'm often asked what products I use. Can you guess? Yeah, me neither. So this one is one you can buy over the counter from Adams Polish. Again, not sponsored. This is a 9-year coating and it works really well. I've tested probably 15 to 20 different ceramic coatings, and this one is up there at the top. Project Farm did a test with this as well, and it of course performed the best. This is 9-year. This product, you have to be a certified installer. This is called System X Max G, lifetime warranty, and it is an amazing product. It is the slickest, coolest product that I have ever used, as well as the strongest, and so on and so forth. Like, this stuff is awesome. System X Max G, got to be a certified installer, but it is a great product. All right, I showed you what we use. Now I want to show you how to actually coat it. I have my stash of rags over here. You can't see them, but they're there. You can't reuse these rags on paint. So once they're done, after you've put your ceramic coating on, either use them as interior rags, grease rags, or throw them away, because you will scratch your clear coat. This will harden the fibers. All right, so shaking it up, you guys can see, not a very big bottle. I think this is 65 milliliters. I'm just going to saturate this install pad that I have. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all soaked. I'm just gonna do sections. So I'm just doing this. You're waiting for the product to flash. This means it's curing. This one's gonna look like bubbles, and then it'll be ready to wipe off. The Adams ceramic that I just showed you, that one looks like rainbow, and then it's ready to wipe off. So I'm not sure if the camera picked it up, but you guys can see that it's starting to bubble. Hopefully you can see that. So that means it's ready to wipe off. And it really is that easy. This is probably the easiest part of doing the whole job. You don't do too big of sections because it will be catastrophic. Okay, left towel to get the streaks. What I mean by catastrophic is it will harden before you can actually get all of it wiped off. And that's what gives ceramic coat a bad name. So you just do sections. If it's hotter, you do smaller sections. I'm in a temperature controlled garage, so I'm doing smaller sections, or bigger sections. All right, now here's what's cool about a ceramic coat. Ready? Ceramic coat, slides really nice. No ceramic coat, doesn't slide. Slide, no slide. Hello. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on another time lapse. I just gotta get this done. Kind of deadlining, well, ish. Got a 3-hour drive ahead of me. One thing you'll see me do is toss these rags on the ground. And that's because I know in my brain that if they're on the ground, I'm not gonna reuse them on the exterior of a car. Simple tricks that I've learned over the years to help keep me organized. What's nice, if you don't know much about a ceramic coat, is you never have to wax your car again, or for the duration of the coating. Some are 5 years, some are 3, some are 9, some are lifetime. Most of them are rated at 500 plus degrees or more for UV protection. Now this specific ceramic coat is 5 times harder than your clear coat, 4 to 5 times harder than your clear coat. So it does help prevent scratches, or it doesn't prevent scratches, but it slows them down, or they don't go as deep. Can you guys believe this thing was found in a barn and it looks this good? It's not perfect at all, but it's really, really nice. Pretty cool. If you guys want to see the story of it, check out Fab Rats channel. They've got all this posted. So all that work to get to this point, 2 days, 2.5 days, about 20 hours, 22 hours, something like that, to get to this point. And then this part, at least on this car, is only about 20 minutes. If you don't do all that prep work, it'll never look good. Just like that. Well, it's done. It's gonna look like it was done in like 20, 30 minutes on on your screen, but really I got a lot of time in it. So it's done. I have one more final touch that I need to do, and then I'm gonna go get Paul and we'll catch his reaction. Somebody's squealing some tires out there. That's cool. Last and final step. Some Does Good tire shine. Get yourself some at glassofdetail.com. This is my own brand. I'm pretty excited about it. I sat down with the guys that manufacture this. I told them exactly what I want and kind of how to go about it and the strengths that I wanted as well. So those of you who don't know, I have 25 years of auto detailing experience. I know a lot about product, a lot about polishing, etc. So to have my own line is pretty cool. This is the least ordinary but the most original tire shine. It's also a vinyl dressing. Pretty cool. It doesn't leave a residue like some of that greasy stuff does. This is a pretty cool product. So I'm just gonna spray it on. I have a little applicator pad. It's nothing to brag about, but these are little tires, so it'll be fine. And I'm just gonna wipe it on. All right, this is done. It looks fantastic. Remember, get yourself some product at glassofdetail.com. Let's go get Paul's reaction.
Look at that. Woo. That's shiny, man.
That is shiny.
It turned out awesome.
Yeah, it did. That thing's amazing.
It's almost like it came off the showroom.
Yeah. It probably wasn't this shiny then.
Not in 1990.
Yeah,
There's no way.
No, I don't think it was.
It's smooth.
Smooth. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Just glass.
Remember, slick means fast.
That's right.
I'm actually kind of shocked. Like,
It's good.
I didn't think it would turn out this good.
This thing is awesome.
It's got a few blemishes. It's not perfect, but
Oh.
it's
The
pretty
car,
dang close.
The car's not perfect.
Right.
I like it. It looks good. Only like night and day difference
Yeah.
from
Not even the same look.
no.
It's hard for me to believe that this came out of a barn. I mean, just looking at it now.
Well, you can still see on the window. You can still see the tracks. I love it, man. You killed it. Knocked it out of the park. Crazy. This is fast.
Key is supposed to have.
Yeah.
Every now and then I surprise myself, and this was one of them.
Yeah,
it's
It turned out good. I didn't think the paint had come back that good.
me neither. Well, glad you like it, man. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for helping us out because this is out of my wheelhouse. I can't make that happen.
Yeah, I'm good at shiny if I have something to work with.
Yeah.
But give me a wrench and I can weld it.
Yep. This thing's cool. Good job.
All right, guys, we're done. This thing looks fantastic. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll catch you on the next one.